Hey everyone, Lensmanoz here and welcome back to Manufactio 2. I've just done the obligatory logging in and trying to get everything unjammed and unbroken and topped back up again. We're still fairly low on radaway. I was finding I was short of boron dust, so I've set up another algae farm over near the ore washers because the brown algae is the one I need, and it is a byproduct from cleaning the water that comes out of our ore washers. So this one here that's making the sulfur has a byproduct which I was pushing out downwards, the mineralized water, and it was being fed into this trash bin as well. And I've since down here just popped in another algae farm so that I can so we have water coming in, we can produce more brown algae, and then that will get zipped away. Whoop, there it goes. Zipped away over to, probably put a line through here, shouldn't I? Because that would be quicker. Let's do this while I'm talking. Zipped away back over to produce the boron dust. So instead of waiting for it to come from the oil processing area, this is by far the better option. Let's do that. There we go. That should let it kick in and hopefully transfer items around a little bit quicker. That should go from there down that way now. Down the high speed probably. Zip. There it goes. Awesome. So just getting that little bit of extra material coming in so that we can make our radaway. This episode I would like to try and unlock the space stuff, or at least the first couple of items in space. I don't think I'm going to be able to produce anything, but I'd like to get that done. The only other thing I've done in between is I've just dropped a cache down here for lead dust, because this was our lead dust and it was chock-a-block and it was backing everything up. So this one, I'm using this for something. I forget what I'm using it for. Let's have a quick look. Basalt. So any basalt that comes through will go in here. But I've now come to the point where I'm definitely using the challenge coins to get ore, dumping that into the system, and using the wood to get the challenge coins, because normally when I log in there's a ton of dead wood available, and I'll just come over here and, you know, whatever we've got I will request it into here. And you can see I've got 86,000 jungle wood, so I'll just come and, I don't know, pop another chunk worth in. There you go, there's another 20,000 wood. It takes a second, things empty out, the farms start kicking along again, and the coins roll in. So we're currently sitting at 27 in the system, 10 in my pocket, so I can dump some more ores in. In here, we've got a whole bunch of blue research. Now, blue research has become a bit of an issue. Hopefully it was blue I needed, that would be funny. Made a whole bunch of it. Yep, blue. So I need like 800 blue research, 500 and 300. Blue research keeps getting caught up by this guy not having any plastic in it. Now I've tried putting a secondary supplier here. You know, it for whatever reason, nothing else is requiring me to do this. Adding an extra one, but I'm just trying anything I can. I know I've got plastic. Problem is, I know I've got it in a couple of different places, and I think the logistics system itself doesn't really like that. So you can see here, I've got tons of plastic sheets just sitting here waiting. It just won't feed them up there, and I'm struggling to work out why. It could just be the whole, I don't know, maybe it's the input. I thought all these were just universal. I don't know. Maybe I need to set this provider so it's only providing... Could be that, actually. We need to set this so it's only providing transistors. Let's do that. Let's say you are providing transistors. Right, so then maybe this is... It's going to sound funny. Maybe this is dumb. and it doesn't understand that it should only be providing one thing. So let's try changing this one so it's only circuit 3. We're just providing that. You are making basic electronic components, so let's do that here. Basic electronic components. You are circuit 2. Circuit 2. Your blank modules, but you don't work. Improved circuit board. Improved circuit board. Circuit boards. Is the red one. And integrated circuits. It would have already been there. I realised that as soon as I started typing. Integrated circuit. So maybe now that it's just providing transistors through there, it will see that it's not a plastic. It's not plastic that it can do. And because I'm wondering whether it was using this to supply any of these materials to something else. So I'll see if that fixes the problem. You know, every time I do something, logistics pipes likes to bite me in the backside. So fingers crossed this is now working again, and it will constantly top up. But again, I'm not going to hold my breath. I need that to get. Let's try it. It needs to get below 36, 32, I should say. Hopefully, it then provides more plastic, and you know, solution is working. But if it doesn't provide any more plastic, then I need to, I don't know, put a hopper here maybe. Something else. Really not sure. If any of you guys out there are having issues with fabricators and... Hey, it's working. Having issues with fabricators, please let me know what your little setup is. But look at that. Plastic's working again. Alrighty. I'm a happy chappy again. So maybe that's all that was. It just didn't understand. Because they're not on the same block, maybe. Anyway. Cool. Hopefully that should fix the problem we've had. And things should flow where required. Alright. That being said, things are triggering off and hopefully producing again. Getting the science, so light blue science. Getting these things up and running has been a load of fun. Science. We've got quite a few science packs. Research. Yeah. Alright. Let's see. I'm probably going to need to take some stuff out of my inventory. Where's my little chest that I dump all my junk in? Just around the back here. You can take them. I don't really want to dump heaps of stuff, but I need to have somehow... Need to have enough space for 12.5 stacks. Let's just do that for the moment. Let's grab... I've got more than 12.5 stacks here. It's probably enough. Alright, let's unlock low density structures for 300 blue. A honeycomb of high strength materials increases overall strength and reduced weight. So, low density structures, let's have a look. Low density. It is made in an assembly machine with either aluminium, titanium plates and plastic sheets, or tin, tungsten plates and plastic sheets. So I'll have to work out which one for me is my better out of those two. Tin, maybe that'd be a good use for tin. I've got a lot of tin. Yeah, so maybe I'll set up, I don't know, one of each. See how we go. But yes, low density structures will be needed, and if we do a use for them, this is what is making power armor. Nice. What else? Yellow science. It's needed for yellow science. And our asteroid miners. Awesome. So let's unlock the other part of this, which is asteroid mining. Local space is full of rocks, many of which can contain valuable resources. Using the railgun technology, we can launch an automated mining drone to obtain these rare ores. First, though, an observatory has to be used to find these asteroids and compile mission profiles. This is a slow process. Start as early as you can. To use a mission profile, you need a mining drone hub. This will launch automated mining drones into space and return resources. Mining drones need a supply of solid fuel. First available mining drone is quite small and fragile. Only use it for tiny asteroids. It can be used on larger asteroids, but it will not be able to harvest all the available resources and has a chance of taking damage. So we're going to need to set up something over here for solid fuel. Again, I'm making solid fuel at the other base. Potentially, I don't know, maybe I'll launch it back or reset this up over there. I haven't decided yet. But yes, let's unlock this. Observatory, mining drone hub, and CO1. Alright, so mining drone 2 is yellow research. We haven't got yellow research yet. Okay, let's put our blue research back. And let's collect up all of our stuff. Alright, so we got CO1. So we need to do a... Let's put the algae farm recipe away. A mining drone hub and observatory. So it said we need to do the observatory first. What do we need? Okay. So to make an observatory, we need 8 cobalt steel gears, 16 aluminium rods. Let's see what we can get here. Cobalt. Aluminium. Need 20 of them. What else was it? 32 aluminium plates, 4 circuit 3s. Circuit. And what was the last thing? Silicon glass. How much of that? 16. Alright, so we're starting to get the stuff coming in. And we're going to need a spare. Gonna dump all this stuff back out again. That's good. Sure, that and that. What else can go? Okay. So we're going to need... Is this a assembly 3 or 2? It's 2. I need to upgrade this to a 3. I need an assembly 3 here. That's something I set up for automation. No. The assembly 3 need... I could have sworn I had another one. Alright, steel gears, steel plate, circuit 3 and assembly 2. Just check if I didn't have any. Steel gears, steel plates. Circuit 3 and assembly. One of them. And then what are we going to need? A20. Okay, let's grab A20. Good. And then my assembly machine. There it is. Let's grab all that stuff. Okay, let's get this assembly 3 and then let's knock this one down. Oh, maybe I am already set up to do this. One of them. Steel gears. Steel plates. Doing something. Right. We got assembly 3. Let's make a mess. Need an assembly 3 blueprint. Done. Let's get rid of this. Not sure why the drill sometimes breaks everything, sometimes doesn't. Okay, can I fit this in here? Where it needs to be. Yep. Alright, so we're going to make all these things in here. Right, good. And we now have access to an assembly 3, so that's a good start. So we're going to use the CO1 plan. And we're going to need that, that, this, and this. Hopefully that's enough. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Not enough room for output. One observatory package. I think it's going to make a second one. I'm pretty sure we had, yeah, good. Just enough items. Get through. Okay, so we have an observatory package. I now have the observatory blueprint. I have no idea how big this is. Let's give it a look-see. Okay. It's big enough, right? Probably don't want to put it here. It's quite... Can I fit it over here, actually? Let's go and have a look. There. I don't... Might go just put it upstairs. It's massive. It's actually larger than I expected. Okay. Let's go over the back here. I'm hoping that I have enough power for this thing. I'm not sure its requirements. Yeah. Nope. Let's rotate it. This way. Oh. All right. That seems okay. Let's have a look. Nifty. Right, so an observatory. Missing an item. Got a cobalt steel chest here. Assuming there's some sort of power input somewhere. A loot crate opener. Okay. The hopper, I see. So, again, I'm not sure how to use the observatory. So let's have a look at observatory. Oops. Blank module turns into a loot crate. Okay. Is there a... It doesn't look like there's a power input. Hey, observatory. Is that the only thing... So if I put a blank module in this... Okay. Do I just get one? See, there's an input here. Ah, here's our power input. And I've left them downstairs. What else do we have? Is that it? Just power input and item input. And I'm assuming that the chest becomes don't know if I can run an extraction into this. All right, cool. Let's go and look at the next thing, which is making the next item. That. All right, so CO1, we need mining drone hub. No, that's not use. Asteroid miner, mining drone hub package. Gonna need 2 railguns, 2 circuit 3s, 32 steel plates, 32 steel rods. Do I still have the railguns? So I thought I made... Maybe I just kept enough items for the railgun. Tesla towers, circuit 3. Could have sworn that I did keep a couple of railguns. Because oh no, I made the 4, didn't I? That's alright, we can make a couple more. Really quickly, railgun package. No, that's not going to work. Railgun package. So I need 16 Tesla towers, 16 circuit 3. Tesla. 16 circuit 3. 40 concrete, 36 tungsten plate. Concrete. Tungsten. Whatever. And titanium. Sure. Okay, so that material will be on its way here and we'll be able to make this, and then I need to make the drone hub. Let's get our power connector. Energy receiver. Let's get a blank module. Blank. Can I have... I don't know. Give me 10, please. Just the railgun. L22. 2. That'll be making tungsten plates, right? Yes. Cool. Some of that. Let's get these. Let's head, as I said, let's head back up. Try and wrap our head around what Golrith has sent our way in terms of complexity to get our ores. Let's give it some power. Good. Let's give it some blank modules. Again, I don't know if that's the right... Oh, okay. Still something. It is quite slow. And that's okay. So I'm assuming what it does is it writes the modules into a card that we can use in the drone hub. And then it places it in this chest. Okay. Let's continue working on the drone hub. We've got, I don't know, a few minutes up to the episode. So I might tuck down here, make the items I need for the drone hub, and then we'll come back and see if we can get the drone hub working. All right, back in a moment. Alrighty, just taking the last couple of items back out of this crafting machine, the assembler. I now have a mining drone hub package. Let's see just what is required. Let me put the observatory assembler away. Again, I've got so much junk in my inventory that we'll work it out. Let's head upstairs and place this guy down. I'm assuming it's large. I can only assume, considering how big the observatory is. Yeah, let's convert it to a chest. It's got a few items in it. Okay, not as quite as big as I expected it to be. Still large. Probably need to move it over one. Just so that it's outside of the range. Alright. Here is our drone assembly thing. Let's give it some power. And now I'm pretty sure I saw the power on the back. Yep, there we go. We've got some power. We've got an output here. And inputs on this side. 3 inputs. Mining drone hub. Let's do uses on this. So for me to get, and these are the profiles. So this is what comes from the observatory over here. I'll need an asteroid miner. I need 8 solid fuel. And we're going to get a whole bunch of aluminium, some silicon, and some silver. And there's 244 of these guys. There's different profiles. So let's see if we've got a profile yet. Oop, got one. We have a medium asteroid. Now I don't have the ability to do medium asteroids yet. So I've only got the small mining drone, and we will need to unlock tier 2. Can safely mine small-sized asteroids, medium-sized asteroids, and can mine all. So we can only do tiny asteroids. So we need to wait while this processes through and gives us an output that is a tiny asteroid. Now it probably wouldn't hurt for me to pipe in, and I don't have any more pipes on me, just set up a delivery for blank modules. And then over here, we're going to need the solid fuel. And then we also need the tiny. All right, so let's look at mining. What are they called? What are they called? Miner. Do I need to start making tier 1 asteroid miners? So at least we can make, I don't know, one of them or so. It needs an advanced mining drill. It needs a small oil drill from tech guns. It needs a chest. It needs some circuits. Actually, not terrible. We can probably do this and get ourselves a little asteroid miner, and then jump over the oil area and get the solid fuel. And then as soon as this guy gives us a tiny output, so that's at 82, we will be able to launch something off to get us resources. So in between episodes here, I'm going to pipe up these machines. I'm going to look at potentially automating mining drones, maybe. What do you need? How do you make... Oh, there's a lot of things here. Low density structure, etc. So medium steel drill, large steel. So we're going to need to automate a couple of these items. Automate these, maybe. No, I can't automate them. Oh, they're manual only. Oh, that's a bummer. Golrith, can we get an automation for this? Is that possible? I know I'm probably not going to need tons of these things, so it's probably not the end of the earth. Maybe it's not a bad thing. I'll see how I go. I'll make a drone up, and hopefully next episode... Give me another medium. Hopefully next episode we'll be able to get an ore run done. Until then, thank you all for watching. Comments down below. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I'm going to jump up on top of this thing here and have a screenshot somehow. No, I'll have to find a decent place to take a screenshot. Hey, look at that. Here we go, everyone. There's your thumbnail. Thanks for watching. Comments below. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.